Hey Capricorn, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Capricorn. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. What was going on with this person the last time the two of you saw each other? The last time the two of you spoke? What was going on? So I feel like there was some kind of, some sort of a timid or kind of scared energy, but that's not your card. I'm just going to kind of make note of that energy. The last time the two of you saw each other or spoke. Okay. That's it. Yeah. I'm taking the bottom and the top of the deck energy for this, so I just want to make sure this feels right. Make sure that the shuffling is complete. I think it feels complete. So top of the deck energy, we have the Whale. Ooh, that's a lot. And bottom of the deck energy, the Firefly. How funny. Wow. I feel like there's something so interesting that jumps out right away from this, and that's the size difference of these two animals. I'm trying to think of all the animals that are in this deck. I guess there is an ant, a fire ant, which would be maybe smaller than the Firefly, but this is basically like if you took the biggest animal in this deck and the smallest. It's giving me that kind of energy. So really a mix of things going on for this person, likely. What jumps out to me is the Whale really speaks about big feelings. Not just big feelings, but also feelings that run really deep. So there was like a deep emotional feeling going on for this person. You also have the Turtle card. So interesting energy. I'm getting like a lot of water energy, a lot of sea creature kind of energy. Yeah. And a blue stone. So I don't know, this might be significant to you in some way, but this is really speaking to me about big feelings. You might not be aware of the depth of feeling that this person has for you, because they might kind of try to downplay what's going on for them emotionally, especially when we think about like going deep into the ocean. It's like you would have to dive really deep to get to where all these big feelings live. You would have to get this person to really open up to get that information, and I feel like there's a part of them that might be trying to keep that under wraps a little bit. Looking at this, I think that your last interaction with this person was very significant for them, especially because it's almost like it sparked something, or it woke them up in some way. And all of this really could have been sudden for them. So I kind of feel this energy different ways. It might have to do with how long you've been in this connection or how long you've known this person. For some of you, I think this connection, like something in this really sparked for them the last time the two of you saw each other or talked to each other. Like they had a sudden realization, like a flash, a bolt of lightning, like something, an epiphany, something suddenly struck them. For others of you, these are feelings that have been growing and growing over some time. And I feel almost like they've tried to shove these feelings down with this Whale energy. And it could be a combination of this for others of you. I feel like this could be someone who's had a lot of feelings for you. These feelings could run deep and they could have been going on for a long time. And this last interaction even sparked something further. It even sparked more interest. It sparked more passion. It could be even that some of those more passionate or sexual feelings were born in this last connection, that maybe they felt like deep emotion for you, and they hadn't necessarily gone like the passion route, and then something happened this last time the two of you saw each other, the last time the two of you spoke, where there was like intense attraction. I feel like your last interaction may have reignited something in them. So it is like every time the two of you see each other or speak to each other, their feelings grow deeper. But in some cases, something may have been reignited, and that could have to do with this connection. Or it could be that some passion of theirs or some interest of theirs or something they had forgotten about was reignited for them. Yeah. There's this, I'm trying to figure out what this energy is, but there's kind of this feeling that they might worry that this connection isn't as significant to you as it is to them. I feel almost like they aren't sure if they've caught your attention the same way that you've caught their attention, or if your feelings are growing at the same rate that their feelings are growing. So, with the firefly energy too, there's this feeling of something being really fleeting, like it coming and going, and that could be that this interaction was really quick. They might feel like they're in and out of your life, or you're in and out of their life, or something like that, because there is like kind of this feeling of like a spark and then it goes out. I don't think that the feelings or the passion or like this depth of emotion leaves. I don't think it goes out, but I do think there's something that feels like a flash. And it could be some kind of epiphany. It could be that something happens very fast, or that it could be that these feelings were developed very fast. It just feels like this flash. Yeah. There's kind of a feeling that they want to connect deeper with you on like a more emotional level, but they don't have the time to do it. There's not enough time to do it, or there's not enough opportunity to do it. I just feel like I feel like there might have been something where this last interaction made them realize something about you, or made them notice you, or this could have been when you noticed them. But there's some kind of spark, like maybe you had never really noticed them before and then you did. There's a passion here. I'm getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius kind of energy. This person could be an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Also Cancer, with a really deep emotional connection. And I'm feeling like this person might place you on a little bit of a pedestal. So, it's hard to really sort through what's going on here, but I do feel like this person might feel like you're out of their league or something. It's like they feel that they can't get to you for some reason. Now, this could have to do with distance, physical distance, but it's like they feel like you're out of their reach, and like they can't express for some reason. Something's holding it back, and that might be because they see themselves as small and insignificant, and they see you as someone who has a lot of choices, a lot of options, someone who's very attractive, someone who maybe wouldn't choose them. But it feels to me like they're trying to figure out what to do with all of these feelings that they have, and whatever sparked for them. It's like they're trying to figure out what to do with that, especially when they're feeling like they can't express something, or they're feeling like they can't get to you in some way. And maybe this has to do with your last interaction. Maybe there was some reason where they felt like they couldn't get to you. It could be that this interaction happened over the phone, or there was some kind of messaging involved or something, and they feel like they can't physically get to you. Maybe they think that exploring this connection deeper, like it would have to be more physical. You would have to be in physical proximity with this person. Maybe they feel like if we could be closer, then I could express this, or I could be more sure, or I could pursue this. Feels almost like their hands are tied in a way. They definitely think a lot of you. They see something really special in you, and I feel like they might think that you are too good for them, too much of like a shining star for them, like they could never live up to it, something like that. Turtle energy, slow energy. I'm getting water and earth coming from the turtle energy. So they might have been feeling some mix of emotion, some mix between being really practical. There might be a practical reason that they are holding back some of these emotions. So maybe a mix between like managing all these emotions and being practical. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. That's a very practical energy. In reverse, came out in reverse, but Pentacles are very practical, very grounded. The Six of Swords. Gosh, I want to say this card has come up in every single reading. It's insane. Wanting to move somewhere. With this group, I'm feeling like this person might want to move closer to you in some way, and this could be literally move. The two of you might not live near each other. Sorry, I'm just looking at these cards because another card, Two of Swords. This is another card that's been showing up in a lot of readings. A choice to be made. Queen of Wands. Another queen. This person thinks extremely highly of you. Like I was saying, they might feel that you are out of their league. The Queen of Wands energy is, wow, Two of Cups. The Queen of Wands energy is somebody who is very magnetic, very attractive, very desirable, and charismatic. They just see you as this bright star is how it's coming across. Like you're the star and they're just like a fan, like a humble fan. Like they kind of see it like that. Does that make any sense? Like you're the famous person and they're the fan. But two queens coming out. What else? What was this person thinking the last time you saw them or spoke with them? How did they feel? Page of Cups. Yeah, so much of this energy is repeated, and it's just really interesting. This is an offer that wants to be made. Again, they feel very like imaginative about this connection. They feel like, oh, they're in their head about it. They're in their head, but you know, I'm not picking up on like in their head worried. Well, let me hold my horses there, because with this Two of Swords, there is a little bit of that. I'm not getting that heavy. We're going to clarify and we'll see, like, are they heavily in their head about it? I feel like they're in their emotions about it, but they are thinking a lot about this, but it's like they're in their emotions about it. They feel all of the possibilities. They're imagining all the possibilities. They're daydreaming like crazy about how this could turn out. And also seeing you as someone that's so magnetic, someone who's so just beautiful, attractive, and maybe out of their league a little bit, someone they have a lot of passion for. With this Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse, I get the feeling that the practical action is lacking for them, and that almost makes me wonder, because with turtle energy, I do get kind of an earth and water vibe, because a turtle can be comfortable on land or in water. But in this particular card, this turtle it's like a sea turtle. It's in the water. It's firmly in the water. And so I was picking up on something like slow moving or a problem with practicality. And then the Queen of Pentacles comes out in reverse. So it could be that they don't feel worthy, or they're not sure if they can nurture this connection. There's some kind of practical move that they're not sure they can make. Bottom of the deck energy, Eight of Wands. You guys might want to check out pile one. I think this is the same kind of energy in pile one, so I'm just throwing that out there. This person wants to move this connection along fast, but they're going pretty darn slow, is the feeling I'm getting. I feel like if they could sort through all of these emotions, and if they could figure out how they really feel about themselves in relation to this connection. There might be some self-doubt here. If they could figure that part out, they would move this along a lot faster, because they kind of see you as the prize, and they think they're really caught in this this daydreaming. After this last interaction, they were just daydreaming. Like, you haven't left their mind, you have not left their thoughts. They want to move closer to you, and this might be literal for some of you. Eight of Wands speaks of that to me as well. Yeah. I feel like they may want to move. Let's clarify this. And I'm also hearing make their move, make their move. So that might be where that's coming from. They want to make their move. Okay. Well, hold on. We had two cards fly out right as I was getting ready to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. And this has been happening in every, I think this has been happening in every reading. For this first card, it's been clarified by two cards. And in some cases, it's even clarifying the initial card that you picked. So we will see. We have the Four of Swords and we have the Ace of Wands. Yes, it is clarifying the turtle. It's kind of a slow moving energy. It's a contemplative energy. This person's contemplating what practical move they could make. This Ace of Wands is speaking to me about a lot of passion and some kind of passion being sparked. There's chemistry here. There's a lot of chemistry. I was kind of picking up on that with the Firefly. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming through again. So there's a lot of passion in this connection, and I feel like this person might feel a little bit overwhelmed and feel like they're not sure what practical steps to take because of the depth of feeling they're having. It's not just emotional, it's very passionate as well. What is going on with this Six of Swords? We have Justice. They want to balance something out. They want to make something more fair. This could have to do with them moving, like feeling like they need to take that step, or making a move towards you. They might feel that their contribution to this hasn't been enough. Like, they haven't been straightforward enough, and they want to balance things out so that you kind of know where they're coming from. The Justice card really speaks about cause and effect a lot of times. So it's like they're thinking, if I were to make this move, what would happen? Like, what would the outcome be? If I spoke my truth, what would the outcome be? And this could be kind of speaking to this Two of Swords energy too, being in this place of like, what would happen if I went this way? What would happen if I went that way? They're looking for like a positive outcome. They're looking for a win-win situation. They're looking for maybe even potentially a compromise here, if that resonates for you, something the two of you could work on together, or like feel like you're both winning, or you're both getting what you want out of the situation. Overall, the Justice card really talks about truth coming out, truth coming to light. And if this is a situation where there's a distance between the two of you, they want to close that gap, whatever that means. It could be a physical distance. It could be an emotional distance. They want to close that gap, and they want the truth of that to be revealed. They want to express, yeah, they're really wanting to express how they feel. And they're wanting to express, I'm getting all this, these messages about practicality. So there's something about being practical that they want to express, some practical move that they can make. What's going on with the Two of Swords? The Eight of Swords. Another card that keeps showing up. So there's a lot of mental blocks here, a lot of mental imprisonment. There's a decision this person has to make, a decision whether or not to act, a decision whether or not to let this truth be revealed, and they're on the fence about it. They can kind of see it going two ways, both ways, or maybe a number of ways. They can see that the outcome might not be the best. I feel like this is because they kind of feel like you're out of their league, or like there's something about this that that might not work out. And there's kind of like, I could say this, but I could also, I might be rejected. Or if I say this, I might cause a problem somewhere else. Because it's like they can't see their way out of it, but like the simple way out of it is to communicate. But there's some reason that might not be possible for them right now, or that they're hesitating to do that. Clarify this Queen of Wands. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Why? Here we go. Let's clean that up, and let's get one card to clarify this Queen of Wands, please. Let's not dishevel all of the cards. Trying to mix up the messages here. Mixed messages. Could that be a theme for this connection? Are there mixed messages here? We have the King of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh, you guys. Definitely. I can't get any more confirmation of this. This is, the King of Cups is somebody who's very in touch emotionally, and I feel like this person really is. I feel like their emotions are deep. They just don't feel that they can express them. They feel like, God, they just think the world of you. That's the thing. They think the world of you, and I feel like being in that place of admiration almost has them like tongue-tied, kind of has them, not knowing what move to make. It's like there's so much here. There's so many feelings here. Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups for me. What's going on with this Two of Cups? The Seven of Wands. Kind of a defensive energy here. Kind of a protective energy. This might have snuck up on them. We were kind of talking about that. Like, this last interaction really might have sparked something, or these feelings have been growing and they've been trying to push them down. Imagine these wands that are kind of coming in, presenting a threat. Imagine them as the feelings that are kind of creeping up on this person. And look at this guy's face. I feel like this guy's like whoa, like get back. That's the kind of feeling it gives me. Like, push all that down. This is a bit much here. That's the vibe that's giving me with that Two of Cups energy. These feelings may have snuck up on this person. The depth of these feelings may have snuck up on this person. Yeah, I feel like it could have either happened really fast, or it just happened very strongly for this person. And they feel like they might need to like try to slow things down with that turtle energy, Four of Swords. Try to slow it down, try to figure it out, try to get a handle on it. But it's almost like this feeling of being out of control a little bit. The Death card with the Page of Cups. So this is a transformation, some kind of change that this person wants to make. Maybe a change to be able to sort through these deep emotions. We have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some kind of internal conflict, I feel like, is what's going on for this person, because there's just so many emotions. What was this last interaction? Because this was either like a conversation. This could even be that this last interaction was your first interaction with this person, and the way that they felt was like shocking to them. Like they think, how could I click with somebody like that so fast? How could it just like boom, just happen so fast, is what this feels like. Or this could be that some kind of feeling was reignited for this person the last time the two of you spoke or saw each other. Why is this coming through? I feel like this is weird. For some of you, the last time that this person saw you wasn't the last time that you saw them. You might be thinking of one interaction, and I'm getting this feeling that it's a different interaction. They either saw you at a time that you didn't know they were seeing you, or they've been kind of like spying on your social media. Because some of this spying on the social media stuff is what's blowing this out of proportion for them. They're looking at pictures. There's a lot of longing. They're like, oh my gosh, this person is so gorgeous. This person is so handsome. This person is so everything, and they don't feel like they can live up to it. So it's like all these feelings and everything are growing, and it's making them want to change something. It's making them want to take some sort of action, but now they have to get over like all of this that's come up for them. And that could be why there's this feeling of like emotions being sparked. They could have even been sparked from a distance. And they're putting you up on a pedestal. Yeah, you feel out of their league. You feel out of their league to them. They're worried that you might be. They're worried that they might need to change in some way to live up to like everything you're doing and everything you've got going on. Especially if they can see into that. If you post a lot, this won't resonate for everyone because some people don't have like an active social media, but I do feel like if you've posted like really attractive pictures of yourself, maybe even pictures of you with other people or pictures of you on like great trips or something like that, they're blowing this whole thing out of proportion to the point that they want to communicate this, but they're also hesitant and they're having this internal conflict. So let's pull some oracle messages and see what's going on. Trust. Yeah, they're having to rely on their inner voice a lot. I feel like they're having to trust that this can work out, that you feel the same way. They might be struggling to trust that you feel the same way about them. The empathy card coming out. So a lot of deep emotions change. These are some of the same cards I was seeing in the other readings. And we have the death card here. So this is about some sort of transformation. Something that might need to change. I feel like this person feels like they need to come out of their shell a little bit. And that's kind of a change and a transformation that they need to make. Let's get one more message. It's crazy. I feel like a lot of the same energies are coming out. So this person might have felt like they let something go when they shouldn't have. They didn't take an opportunity they should have. And they're kind of afraid that they won't be able to get the moment back. They won't be able to get that opportunity again. But also, I just feel a lot of fear that you're too good for them. That you wouldn't be interested in them for some reason. I've been blowing out candles with my aggressive shuffling today, so let me light your candle back. Let's see. We need to let each other go. Wow. I wonder if that's what this person is struggling with. If they're struggling with the idea that they should maybe just walk away from this. Maybe they shouldn't try. There's so many emotions here that I feel like they don't want to walk away, but that they do contemplate it. Like they contemplate, like maybe this just won't work. It's like I said, I feel like they're blowing this out of proportion. I feel like how do I put this? I feel like they sometimes wonder if they should just walk away rather than get hurt. The fear of getting hurt, the fear of revealing all of these deep feelings and emotions and like not having it go over well is a little bit overwhelming to them, to the point where they're like, maybe I should just give up on this, because I don't think I'm going to get to the point where I can express these feelings. They worry that they won't get there. I couldn't let you get close to me. This could be past. I want you. And so many things remind me of you. You're definitely on this person's mind, and I think you've been on their mind since this last interaction. they've been trying to sort through some feelings that came up for them. Let's get a couple of channeled messages. I'm still learning a lot about myself, so a lot of growth to go through here. A lot of transformation with that Death card. That could be why they feel that you're out of their league. They might just feel like you're more mature, you've accomplished more, you have so much going on, and maybe you wouldn't be interested in them. Don't want to hurt you. I knew how special you are from the first moment I saw you. One more. I was ashamed to admit how much this scares me. Yeah, I do think that could be that fear. I do think that this, the depth of this emotion, like we were talking about in the beginning, that Whale card, it's big, big emotion. Big emotion that maybe even is pushed down. And I'm thinking this person doesn't really know how to express that. They don't know how to let you know that this can be kind of scary for them to venture into this deep emotional place. It's a lot. And it's just interesting that we have this, I was ashamed to admit how much it scares me, and this guilt card. So yeah, kind of the feeling of shame or guilt associated with maybe running from some of these emotions. Because I feel like this person might run from their emotions a little bit. So, yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If these messages resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again really soon in another reading. Bye!